That would be good.
That's just for show.
Seeing the music helps. Wow.
And also, if you need pillows, and there's another little bench here, or we have a big duet bench over there, but maybe 2 benches will work for a duet.
Is that your new light?
Yes, this is my new cocoa web light.
Ooh, looks very nice.
Okay,
Perfect.
so is that the right height for you? If you need pillows or anything?
I just need it a little closer.
Oh, well, then we can do that.
A little bit, just an inch. Yeah, that'd be good.
Okay.
Okay, and you know, I'm playing the Chopin C-sharp minor nocturne posthumous.
I'll be playing the third movement of the Tempest Norfolk.
No, it's fine.
A third movement.
We're gonna play a duet called Hooked on Classics, which is a bunch of little classical themes all strung together. Can you reach your logo?
Yeah, that's good. That's just fun to play.
Oh, yes.
A little bit of everything.
Oh, do you
I
need?
know, it's really,
No.
sounds like a really fun piece to play.
Well, I think it's gonna be more duets probably, so you might as well.
Is anyone else playing duet?
Monique and
Oh, okay, we'll leave
Lynn.
that chair there.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna play a piece that John Monda played a while back that I thought I got caught on. It's the Einaudi, Ludovico Einaudi, is that how it's pronounced? And it's translated White Clouds. Keep calm and play on.
Good advice.
As opposed to what we just played.
Yeah, it's a little different.
I learned that the last time. I have to get up.
And you know, perhaps everybody should say their name.
Yeah.
Yeah, and turn to the camera when you say our name, because well, we might know you're here, but some of the people who we're watching may not know us so intimately.
I might not want them to know who I am.
Incognito.
Piano anonymous.
I'm Don Henderson, and I'll be playing a piece by Don McLean called Vincent. Vincent.
Oh,
As Van Gogh.
that's beautiful,
Yes.
Vincent.
Yes.
Starry Night, yes. Yeah, is the painter,
Vincent Van Gogh.
That's not Van Gogh, yeah, Van Gogh.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful piece.
Oh, the pressure's on now. It's better be beautiful.
And I've got the wrong version.
Is this an arrangement?
No, it is the piano version of the real song, and he presented it very simply, and the version is simply, but you can hear his voice in the version.
play next, just raise your hand, that way the people in the back have a chance and we can see who. Otherwise, it's a race, it's a piano.
You gotta knock them out of the way.
That's right.
Okay.
Okay, I'm next.
Okay, good, Barbara's next, right?
Everybody?
And then Mike wants to go after Barbara.
I'll be after Mike.
All right,
I'll be
we're all right back here.
waiting. I'm loving it all.
Good morning, my name is John Monda, and I'm going to play Metamorphosis number 3 by Philip Glass. It's from his Metamorphosis Suite for piano, published in 1988. When Connie just played the piece, she played a minimalist piece, and Naudi loves that term, minimalism. I just read an article about a month ago, I wished I could quote it, but he thought he liked the elegance of that word, and he felt that his music often had that elegance. But Philip Glass doesn't really like that terminology, at least when he describes his music. He doesn't think that minimalist and minimalism really describes it well. And in his memoir called Words Without Music, he states that in describing his pieces, he likes to say they are music with repetitive structures. And you'll definitely hear repetitive structures in this piece.
I love it.
Thank
name is Barbara, and I'm going to play October by Tchaikovsky. It's Opus 39, number 10. And there's a couple of quotes by Tolstoy, and they're different, kind of different. One is, "Autumn, our poor gardens are all falling down. The yellow leaves are flying in the wind." And the other one is, "The fall falling down on our poor orchid. The yellow leaves are flying in the wind." And he wrote this in 1875, about the same time he wrote Swan Lake.
Swan Lake in there. You could really hear the Swan Lake in there. And last Sunday, I was at the Ocean Knock and they played some Swan Lake.
For real?
Yes, you could really hear similar.
Oh. I just know the main theme.
I'm Mike. I'm gonna play the first movement of Schubert's Sonata in A major, Opus 120.
Right next.
You have to announce the sonata you're playing.
It's not a part of the sonata. It's
It's
a
not
standalone. I'm Nancy. I'm going to play Andante in F by Beethoven. Doesn't belong to any sonata. It's just a standalone.
By who?
Beethoven.
Is that the Andante Favori?
Pardon?
Is that the Andante Favori?
No. It's just Andante. Just Andante in F.
Just a standalone piece, huh?
What opus number?
Could somebody help me get this a little closer? Yeah.
The height should be good, right?
Yeah.
Nancy, does it have an opus number?
Does it, you know,
Does it
actually, no.
say? Okay.
It's just, it's Andante grazioso con moto,
That's all.
okay?
No opus number.
That's it.
That's very
No opus, nothing.
Might be the editor didn't include.
Thank
beginning, remember?
Yeah.
Is it early or is it?
Must be really early.
You know, there's
Must be early, yeah,
no
yeah.
information there.
There's no
It's a
information?
piece called Andante February in F major, and it's a group of Beethoven pieces that are without an opus number, and you look at it, WOO, and that's in the category, it's without opus number.
Well, bless your heart, it is the favorite
It's called Andante
Wow.
February.
Okay, thank you.
February?
No, February,
They are.
And was
What
that,
is, how do
was
you spell
when
it?
was it early?
I look it up, but after recording, I heard Nelson Fair play in person about 9 years ago.
And then they felt,
Oh,
and it feels like it's early,
Early, yeah.
right, especially with the Mozartian elements in it.
Early, late, we are here. I'm Janine Ora. I'm delighted to be here, and I'm following up on at Sue and John's house when I played two traditional songs, folk songs. It was the other Sue who afterwards said, you know, I have this piano book, and it was my mother's, and I think you should have it. So the first two, the one, some of you may know, a stringed instrument, not so many, only 3, balalaika, balalaika.
Yeah.
Yep. And, you know, looking on the web, 3, most of them have 3 sides, but they're different ones, and you can hear the wonderful lyrics in English and Yiddish. The other one from the book that Sue gave to me is called V'taher Libeinu, which means purify our hearts. V'taher Libeinu le'avdecha be'emet, to serve you in truth. It's, yes, yay, heart.
What language? What language?
That's Hebrew.
Yiddish.
That is Hebrew. Yes, it's from prayer language that's just consistent. This is what we're here for. Purify our hearts. So voila, here we are.
pieces are going to actually match because we're again in the ethnic kind of lands, going more east to Armenia. Right now we are living through like horrible days, like our humanity. I don't know what is happening to the humans at large. We're losing our humanity. So I'm so grateful for music to keep me sane. Right now, Armenia, my country of my ancestors, just lost a lot of territory to the enemy, a lot of atrocities, and it's not covered by the media because oil is more important than human lives. So we will start with, I will start with a tale of strange lands. And Armenia, I think, is a land of strange. It's a strange land to many. And then I will move on to, so it's all by Khachaturian, 3 pieces. And then 2 other very cute pieces. One is called The Leopard on the Seesaw. And another one is 2 Gossiping Old Women. If I could play with the bracelets, but I don't think I can. I just realized it's not going to be possible. Okay.
The percussion part?
I know, maybe. It might have. Now the leopard.
to the problems in
LA.
Nagorno-Karabakh area, and we don't even hear very much about it at all. It's between Ukraine and what's going on in the Middle
That's
East.
the
You
only
don't
thing
hear,
here.
it's
You
just a
don't hear-
major
it's
injustice.
completely
It's a
ignored.
bully, they're going like, I'm gonna take your land. Yeah. You know, like, what's your
The world is such a messed
I
up
know,
place.
and
It hurts the most when there's so many, some nations are completely underlooked.
Yeah,
It's like
exactly.
you are
And
not
people are displaced all the
displaced,
time.
yeah,
Yeah.
women, children, and it's not in anybody's interest.
Okay.
The media is just, yeah, completely.
Jill, do you want to say your name and your piece?
I'm Jill Coker, and I'm playing two pieces by Christopher Norton from his Latin Preludes collection. The first one is Samba 1, and the second one is Rumba 2. We're coming down the stairs.
Down the stairs, yeah. You know the chairs?
You're supposed to give your name?
Yeah, go for it.
No, you give.
Oh. Hi, I'm Lynn.
I'm Monique.
That's Monique. We're playing two short pieces by Gavrilin.
Valerie Gabriel.
Valerie Gavrilin. Tarantella and Mama. March.
No, March.
I can't read Russian. Okay, you're on that. Okay. Russian. All right. There you go. You okay there? Do you
I
want to
think so.
Do you want me to move this over a little further?
Go.
Okay. Wait, what octave? All right, now I start with you. All right, that's kind of in the, yeah, all right, here we go. last page for the left hand, and this is the last page for the right hand.
And this is the first time that Lynn is available for Clavier. So, it's a-
Did you just read this? More or less.
Oh my, well, she was looking at it right at the beginning of the morning, and
Yeah.
she said read this piece.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. And you played it so well together.
That's what an oceanographer does. You know, she sight reads
And
and
the pianist.
I really thought you put hours into this.
Yeah.
Yes, we did. Hours of fun.
Cute for me.
Yes, I did. I woke up everybody.
I'm Bob, and I'm going to play a piece. Every once in a while, I hear a piece that sounds like it's fun to play. So I think, well, I'll play that because it sounds like it's fun, and it should be fun to play. This is a piece that I was inspired to learn by a friend who played it several months ago, and to my surprise, my inspiration is sitting here today, Lee. He played this, it's a sonatina by Clementi, Opus 36, number 3. But now Lee will recognize every mistake and everything. So don't be too hard on him.
No, don't worry about that.
Beethoven actually loved Clementi. Apparently he was his favorite.
Yes.
But they're so delightful sonatas. This is quite a, yeah.
is David Lowenkron. A month ago, I played a fragment from the Brahms First Piano Concerto. My beloved teacher of many years was in hospice care. In 24 hours, less than 24 hours after I played it, he passed away at the age of 94. I first met him 50 years ago at Cal State LA. He was a professor there and had a television program on NBC television in Los Angeles for 26 weeks, half hour, called Characters in the Arts. And it was wonderful. We wanted to get a copy of it first. No, but in those days, they just had videotape. Where's the videotape? I couldn't keep that. Oh no, we erased it. We need it for the Tonight Show, Johnny Carson. Fortunately, I had a tape recorder, they had VCRs, and I recorded all the tape and put the microphone next to the speaker, and I had all of them. On his 80th birthday, his sons presented him CDs of the audio portion of that show. As you can imagine what that is. It was called Characters in the Arts. I won't read all of them, but he had, for example, on the hero. Who was the hero? Maurice Ravel, who wrote the concerto for the left hand for Paul Wittgenstein, who lost his right arm in World War I. He had a show on the villain. Who's the villain? Iago in Othello, singing, I Believe in a Cruel God. The clown, laughing on the outside, crying inside. Pagliacci Canio. He had a show on death, paintings. And then he played Liszt Funerari. And then he had, the last 4 programs were on different kinds of lovers. The first program was on the young and innocent lover, personified by the balcony seat of Romeo and Juliet. Next week he had a show called The Knowing and Experienced Lover, about, oh gosh, I forgot. The guy that knows. Cyrano de Bergerac, yeah, where this guy can't say any words, he's in love with a girl, and Cyrano's in love with also, so Cyrano writes love letters on behalf of this guy and speaks to her and just knows how to get to her heart. The last one was, the last one was the animalistic and lustful lover personified by the devil that he played. Mephisto Waltz. But it was the third program that just got me. It was about we forgot about the object of love, the beloved. You know about Robert Schumann. He went to this great teacher, Friedrich Wieck, and he wanted to straighten his 4th finger, and he invented a contraption to straighten his 4th finger and destroyed his hand, and that was the end of his piano playing. But more importantly, he fell in love with Friedrich Wieck's daughter, Clara. We know how that happened. And the father kept them apart, but when he was about 20 or 21, they were able to go to court, get married, and then this is Year of Song, where he just blasted out and just wonderful stuff. He wrote a song cycle called Frauenleben und Leben, a woman's love and life. And 8 songs take the woman through, but she first sees this guy and is bewildered and just crazy about him. Second song, she talks about all his virtues and how she wants him to be happy and be happy with another woman. That's what he wants for her, that she wants for him. But the third song, he's come to her and says, I'm yours forever. The 4th song is called The Ring on My Finger. She has the engagement ring, and she sings about what it portends and her hope and all of that. The 5th song is right before her wedding, and she asks her sisters to prepare, and at the very end of the song, you hear, quotes that. The next song in the cycle, well, how do you tell your husband you're gonna have a child? And some parents, they don't have anything to talk about. Well, let's have a child. We'll talk about the kid. No. So she did this thing. So I was like, okay, the cradle will go over there. The next song, they're just excited. She's excited, and she looks at the face of the child, and she sees him. And when he looks at the face of the child, she sees her. In other words, each one sees the face of the other. And then the last song starts. The piano goes. And she sings, now you have caused me the first pain that really hurt. You sleep, you hard and cruel man, the sleep of death.
Oh,
and her world closes around her. And after the last words, it's not the end of the song because the piano goes on. And the notes that the pianist plays are exactly the same at the very beginning, where the notes at the beginning were so hopeful and optimistic, and the same notes, and it's so tragic and so sad. My favorite is the one about the ring on my finger. And I could say the words for you, but you know, you're ready to go to the bathroom, so I'll just play the piano part for that song. And very special. Let's see. The ring on my finger, the ring on my finger.
Hi everyone, my name is Michael. I'm going to play a piece by Chopin. It's a nocturne and it's opus number 32, opus 32 number 1. Before I play, I'm going to actually say a few words about a great experience Lulu and I had just recently. I have a piano, it lives in South Park, it has wheels on it, and before COVID I used to roll it out on the footpath and I would just play. I couldn't have an opportunity to play anywhere, so I would just do this for myself. And it sort of forced me into playing a piece at a performance level rather than stopping, making mistakes, and I had a new way of looking at the world through my piano playing, and it was my preparation to hopefully join these piano clubs. But what also happened when I used to play there is people would stop, people would wander by, and I wasn't actually playing for people, but some people would just hear me play and they would stop. One of the times the guy walked past, there's a corner store, a liquor store, and he came up with bought a case of beer, and then he basically sat there and drank beers while we watched him play. And there was plenty of other little things like that, but I mentioned it to Lulu a while ago, and so yeah, we finally agreed on a date, and last Monday afternoon we went out and rolled the piano out.
On the sidewalk.
Yeah, on the sidewalk, we just started playing. And people stopped, and you know, we had a great experience where a guy stopped and he watched us for a really long time. Obviously he had music in his life, or he had some sort of, you know, he knew about it. So we let him sit down and he started playing some chords, and then he got a feel for the chords and the fourth and fifth structures, and he pretty much went then into he did this for about 5 minutes, but then he got into a song that he knew, and he pretty much sang and played the chord structure, and I was just like, wow. Then we also had a mother and son came and sat with us, and sat with us for a long time and just watched us play. So we would just play a piece, play a piece, play a piece, play a piece. So I just wanted to share this with you. I don't know what's going to happen with that. It was the first time we did it. Maybe I'd love to do it again.
Can I add? Can
Yeah,
I jump
of course.
in here?
Yeah, please do.
Okay, so I thought that was a wonderful experience because you just go on a sidewalk and strangers will walk by, or they may ignore you. A lot of kids just walk by and they're talking, they ignore you too. But I thought it'd be a wonderful experience if we could actually do that on a regular basis, because one of the folks asked us, when are you going to play again? But it would be a great experience to play, like, maybe once a month, a couple times a month, and you can just play anything. Okay, and I think obviously Michael has to be there because it's his piano and he has to wheel it out. But I thought we could kind of take turns and sign up with him and say, hey, I think I'll come on whatever day. We can pick like a Wednesday or whatever day of the month and just try that and just volunteer and just come play. It's just very different experience.
For an hour?
For as long
For
as you
whatever,
want.
for whatever.
Yeah. And I think it'd be a great idea. I'm going to get a couple of, used benches and put the benches out on the sidewalk. So that when people come by, they don't have to sit on the side on the ground. They can just sit on the bench for 2 seconds and they can walk away.
Street or is there traffic?
It's a little bit. Well, actually, that makes it even more colourful because there's people driving by with these really loud hip hop coming out of the cars, and but then they'll stop and they're like, "What's this?" And
you may not hear us, but you can see
Yeah.
the piano. You know.
So
Is it an upright?
Is it upright?
yeah,
Yeah.
it's a little Kimball.
Dorothy, you have a
We could each bring a folding chair.
We could, but I think it'll be easier for a bench if we could slide in and out of that. I
Yeah.
think we'll just get a couple of benches, just lay it out each time. Maybe nobody will sit on it, which is fine.
I could bring a jug of wine.
Yeah, just be.
Then we're going to need a couple of hours.
Yeah, beware. This is not a suburban neighborhood. This is a part of downtown. It is mostly Hispanic people who would walk by. They don't even speak
My
English.
daughter lives there in South Park. I wonder.
Yeah, maybe.
What street are you on?
K Street.
K?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to say it's not the sort of neighbourhood you want to walk around when the sun's down.
Yes.
Funny question. Does the piano have a license plate, first of all, from the back? And also do you have a mirror so if you're exceeding the tempo, you can see a highway patrol and following and saying you're going too fast?
Currently it's unregistered, but I think if I keep doing this unregistered, I might get some trouble, so maybe I need to do all that stuff.
But anyways, anybody's interested, why don't you email Michael and me, and then we can maybe come up with a schedule and say,
Yeah.
okay, you're out to play on this day, and then you play with Michael.
Yeah, it was just random, but we enjoyed it, and we literally we did get asked, when are you going to do this again? And it's like,
Oh, and somebody asked us if we give lessons.
yeah.
And we said, no, we're students,
Yeah.
we can go study with Rena,
Yeah,
right?
so if you want students, you might get students.
What a good idea.
Yeah, it's just a lot of, it's very
fun.
It's
Yeah.
also the
To
way
see
giving
people-
back here, to the community. You don't have to play, Rachmaninoff. You can play simple pieces. Like some of the pieces we heard today will be fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to play a fun piece.
Yeah.
Not too heavy.
Clementi.
I'll play Tico.
Yeah.
I'll play Tico.
Yeah,
Tico.
Tico.
Another idea I had today, actually, in the morning, is what if we went to, let's say, Radish Children's Hospital and played for the kids? Because, these big hospitals, they have instruments usually.
Okay,
maybe we
so
can
I don't
organize
know if Children's Hospital has it, but across the street, Ronald McDonald House has a piano, and I play there.
It would be nice to organize one time, like an outreach. So instead of just playing for each other, we play whatever we play for somebody. We'll uplift their spirits.
That's nice. Yeah, Ronald McDonald has that on a regular basis.
Right.
You
Oh, yeah?
sign up at dinner time when all the families are coming to have dinner.
Oh, really?
It's a great.
I do it at lunchtime. I've been
Yeah,
doing it
lunchtime.
twice a
There's a sign
month
up? Is there a sign
for
up?
14 years now. 13 years, except for pandemic. I stopped playing during the pandemic. They closed it down during the pandemic.
Is there like a contact person to contact? Or?
Yes, you could
I'll-
contact, yeah.
One more thing, I can't get
No,
through
keep
this.
going, keep going.
About people ignoring you. You know, we've seen the videos on YouTube of Joshua Bell
Oh, yeah,
playing
yeah,
in the basement of the subway in Walden,
Oh,
playing the
yes.
Bach
Yeah,
phone,
yeah, yeah.
and people are walking
This
by
is a
like,
rock
oh,
band, yeah. You're too engrossed in that discussion on the phone or something.
Well, I mean, I'm inspired from Australia because we have a lot of buskers. So busking is very, very common. Pretty much anyone who plays music at some stage in their life would have pulled out their guitar on the side of on the train station or something like that and been played. So busking is very normal in Sydney. So yeah,
It's harder with the piano.
it's called busking where you just play, you put a hat out, people, yeah. I'm sure there's a different term for it here. That's what we call it.
No, my kids used to, they would, they would busk.
Yeah.
At Seaport Village?
Yeah.
I don't know if you can do it now, or whether you need a license. I think now you need a license.
Everything needs to be licensed.
Okay, all right, this is the last few minutes.